Hi, I'm Mona, and if you're here, you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. Today I have a pick a pile reading. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. And the question I have for today, and this is for the healing energy sessions, is, are sexual addictions affecting my life? So this is for those of you who feel that you might have a partner who just cannot be monogamous. Maybe that's what you want. Maybe this is you who just can't seem to say no, right? This could involve drug use, you know. This could involve toxic surroundings, right? So once again, the question is, are sexual addictions affecting my life? I would like to say, do not live your life by the tarot, because it is you who creates your own destiny. Also, these readings, they may or may not resonate. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share these videos, because there might be someone out there who actually needs it. To my subscribers, welcome back. And to any new subscribers, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're here. So, are sexual addictions affecting my life? Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start with pile number 1. Okay, so here is pile number 1. Let's go ahead and see, are sexual addictions affecting my life? So first we have here the quail. And the quail represents protectiveness and group harmony. So perhaps you are involved in a group that possibly doesn't take sex seriously. So they go ahead and they sleep around. You could be one of those people who are who go online and just randomly have sex with whoever. Or maybe you're a person involved in a group where y'all get together and have orgies. Or maybe you're in a polyamorous relationship, which can definitely cause a lot of problems. So let's go ahead and find out what your story is. And remember, at the end, I do pull cards from oracles so we can get some insight from the universe and possibly from Buddha. And yeah, let's just go ahead and proceed. Okay, so the first card we have out, we have the Queen of Cups. 5 of Swords, King of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, the Hanged Man, 5 of Cups, the Tower, the Ace of Oysters, Page of Oysters, oysters are coins, the Sun card, the Hierophant, and the 10 of Pentacles. Excuse me, sorry guys. Okay, so I do see here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas. We have the Hanged Man, the Tower, the Sun, and the Hierophant. Okay, there could be issues with a marriage, something coming to an end and somebody at a standstill because they just can't figure out how to move forward. All right, so let's start from the beginning. It seems that we're dealing with the Queen of Cups here. And this person, you know, somebody doesn't get along. They don't get along with the Queen of Cups. A lot of arguing, fighting, and bickering, and this could be the King of Pentacles. All right, there's a lot of fighting and arguing going on between the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Okay, or maybe they're just not talking at the present time. Maybe their last conversation was an argument, and they're just not talking. Okay, I do see here that there is a burden in this situation, and somebody is feeling stuck. They're feeling the loss of something. They're feeling like they have lost whatever it is that they wanted. All right, but they don't see that there's still 2 cups standing, So there is a chance here, but right now they're just mourning over the loss of this relationship or situation. Now, we have the Tower card here. So yes, a definite end came between this person, the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles. An end came in regards to this Queen of Cups. She no longer wanted to deal with the arguing and the fighting. So perhaps what happened was she started a new business, a new adventure. She started something on her own. Okay? Excuse me, let me get a drink. Okay, wow, I don't know what happened there, but all right, anyways. So the King of Pentacles is wanting to come in with some sort of offer. You want to offer some sort of stability to this person. All right? This person, it could be this Queen of Cups, okay? This person is definitely the person they see as their sunshine, all right? But right now it's a burden because of that argument. All right? That argument may have been involved or been associated with sexual addictions. You know, and sexual addictions can involve drug use, or just, you know, being traumatized as a child, thinking that sex is love, but it's not. Sex is just like a side thing of a relationship. A real relationship involves conversations, feeling the comfort of another person, feeling loyalty, right? Monogamy, having each other's back, equal give and take. That's a relationship. Sex is like the last thing should be considered. Because if you can get along and be okay with all that other stuff, it just makes the sex better anyways. But if you start off with sex and you don't have that other stuff, it's not going to go anywhere. Your relationship is going to fail. All right? So this person feels that they got in an argument with this Queen of Cups. It could be over sexual addictions, could be over drug addictions, whatever. But it's a burden to them. Whatever's going on here is a burden. And it might be that they split up because she did not want to deal with those addictions anymore. Perhaps she wants to prolong her life and not do drugs and not just sleep around and risk her life just for, you know, minutes of fun. Because, you know, those minutes can turn into a lifelong dread. Not being happy at all. I do see that this person is in the hangman mode, might be involved in a marriage. And this marriage could have started based on finances. So this person is feeling sad because they're in possibly a relationship that's causing or that's allowing them to be financially stable. There could be a child involved here now too. But this person is sad because they're still thinking about the Queen of Cups and what they've done and how all this addictions and problems in their life have led up to where they are today. They might be financially stable and comfortable, but they're not happy. They're actually very disappointed in their life. So if this sounds like your story, then I'll definitely see you at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile number 2. Okay, so here is pile number 2. And the question once again is, are sexual addictions affecting my life? Well, let's find out. So, I do see here that we have the snake. And you know, the snake's not always bad, but the snake represents fertility and life force. So, somebody may have gotten pregnant. Somebody's life force might be draining because of this pregnancy. That's what I'm getting here. So let's see what your story is, okay? First we have the King of Swords. Then we have the Hanged Man. The Tower. 10 of Swords. King of Pentacles. the Magician, Eight of Pentacles, Judgment, Seven of Swords, Seven of Flamingos, King of Swords, Ten of Swords, Queen of Rods. Wow. There's a lot of deception here, a lot of backstabbing, ending to situations. It's not looking too good for you, is it? We do have the Hanged Man, the Tower, the Magician, Judgment. Those are our major arcanas. Yes, there will be judgment made here, definitely. So let's start from the beginning. We have the King of Swords, okay? The King of Swords is somebody who's business savvy, right? They know how to run a business. They know how to think things over, think things through. And, you know, they know how to run their business. Could be a militant type of person, wanting everything their way. They're in charge. They're the boss, right? But this person seems to be in hangman mode. And they're in hangman mode because of a tower moment. I do see here, I don't know, you know, I only bring up numbers if something is calling out in regards to that. I do see here the Hangman, the number 12 card reduces down to number 3. The Tower card reduces, which is number 16, reduces down to number 7. And that reduces down to 10. So there is an end, definite end to a situation, all right? This Tower moment has come down, and this person is in hangman mode because they can't move forward. They don't know what to do. They didn't think that this would happen in the start. They didn't know, all right? It seems that this person is feeling definitely backstabbed in this situation. And because we have fertility and life force, this could be in regards to a child. Perhaps they got somebody pregnant and they thought, okay, well, I got to step up. I got to be the dad. But then they got some news about something and an end came to the situation. I wonder what that news was. If it's in regards to a child, possibly. Either somebody wasn't really pregnant and they married somebody thinking that that's what they needed to do, or somebody was pregnant and they found out that the child wasn't theirs. And this kind of thing can happen from sleeping around. Sleeping around, sleeping with this person, sleeping with that person, wanting to have that lifestyle. Sexual addictions could involve drugs. For example, like the drug use of meth. Meth intensifies feelings, intensifies emotions, and people think that's what they need. They need sex, they need emotions, and that's what meth does. It alters your perception of anything emotional or anything like that, right? It brings up more sexual feelings, and you tend to sleep around. People tend to sleep around and cheat on each other. This is what meth addicts do. And this is why they look so tore up, because that's all they do. They do drugs and they have sex and they do things that aren't right for them. And then their health, their health declines. All right. So, moving on, somebody's feeling backstabbed, right? Something happened. They found out something. Something came to an abrupt end. Something else I'm getting is somebody may have gotten pregnant and maybe it is their child, but this person who got pregnant has noticed that their spouse or the person that they're with has a sexual addiction and a drug addiction. So this is another reason why an ending could have come here too. That's another scenario. This person cannot keep it in their pants. They might have gotten you pregnant, gotten another person pregnant, and it's just like pregnancy hell, okay? Now, backstabbing, yep. Somebody feels backstabbed here. And it could be this King of Pentacles. So I'm feeling that the King of Pentacles was backstabbed because of sexual addiction, sleeping around. Maybe you had a relationship like that, you didn't, and you were happy to get into that, but then you find out later like you don't really want that, but this other person still does. Polyamorous relationship, polygamy, right? So now you're trying to manifest something into your life. Well, if they're going to go ahead and sleep around, so am I. So I'm going to try and manifest my person. somebody that I could fool around with. Well, I don't think that anybody's going to fall for it. I don't think anybody's going to want to be with this person trying to manifest if they're in a relationship already. You know, there's not too many, you know, unless they stick around their own circle, they probably will. You know, they might find somebody to be, you know, sleep around with in their own circle. But it's obvious, this circle with these people sleeping around, doing dope, you know, getting high, whatever, they're going to find the same type of people. People who are just not into their health declining, broke because they spend all their money on drugs, in bad health because of STDs. Some of them probably don't even know they have it. They just keep on doing what they keep on doing, but nobody cares because they're so high that they don't even care about if there's any STDs out there, any, you know, they don't care about pregnancies. And what happened to that child when they're born, if there is one born? Health defects, pregnancy defects. Child could be addicted to drugs. Child could come out with a mutation of, you know, some sort of, you know, mental retardation or, you know, something like that. Just something just not positive. Bringing children into the world based on drugs. Not a good idea. Could also cause, what do you call it, mental issues with the child. Maybe the child will be slow, right? Not thinking at all. So it seems like you or somebody you know may be like this. And the only way to stop this chain of, you know, senseless, you know, having sex randomly with whoever, it needs to stop. I do see somebody working here on their pentacles, and they're placing judgment on this situation. This is why they're in the hangman mode. They're placing judgment on a situation that now they realize something. They realize that there has been deception here. So I'm feeling that the person that they were involved with, and if there is a child involved, that's not their child, but they're already married to the person. They don't know how to get out of that situation because they're married to the person. Child is not theirs. Okay, the only reason they married was because there was a child on the way, right? Or could be somebody lied to them about being pregnant, so they married this person thinking that was the honorable thing to do. Go to find out, person can't even get pregnant. So it was all a scam. It was all a lie. Or the person did get pregnant, and it's not even theirs. Deception. Total deception. I also see here the King of Swords. There you are again. And now you're looking at the past. Now you're looking at, oh my God, what the hell happened? What did I do here? What caused all this? You know? As you look forward, things that are happening to you, you know, you're being backstabbed. Backstab after backstab after backstab. Why? Because of the sexual addiction, possibly drug use. This is all devil energy. All of it. Trying to manifest somebody into your life. Maybe it's this Queen of Rods. Okay? Maybe you are trying to manifest in your life the Queen of Rods, but you know what? You possibly have deceived this person, backstabbed this Queen of Rods because of your sexual addictions, your drug use, your toxic habits. So, yes, sexual addictions are definitely affecting your life and possibly the use of drugs. Altering your vision, altering your emotions, altering your feeling, because that's what drugs do. They either make you forget or they intensify feelings that you want to feel all the time because they feel good. But when you're done and you're out, you don't feel good anymore. And then you become addicted to wanting to have that emotional fulfillment. But you're not, you're going to end up doing drugs your whole life. You can find that emotional fulfillment if you find the right person who's not going to do drugs or cheat on you. Or maybe they get a high in doing something else, like an activity, going to the gym, doing healthy things. That's what they get their high off of. And if you're a person who has sexual addictions and drug use, that person will never go for you because you don't fall into their category. You think a person who's interested in art or going to the gym or staying healthy is going to be interested in a drug addict? No. Doubt it. Highly doubt it. Okay? So you can keep trying to manifest, but you're not going to manifest shit unless you stop this toxic behavior. So, if this sounds like your story, then I'll see you at the end and maybe we can get some suggestions for you, which we already know what those suggestions are. But I'll see you at the end. I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile number 3. Okay, so here is pile number 3, and the question is, are sexual addictions affecting my life? Let's find out. All right, so we have the bear here. There's the bear. Now, the bear represents strength and introspection, okay? Somebody is going within and they're trying to figure things out, and they're going to have that strength to remove themselves from a toxic situation. Possibly, okay? They may or they may not. This depends on what's going on in their life, right? And I will admit, because, as a former user of, toxic drugs, that it's all mental. It's all mental. If you have it ingrained in your mind that, oh, you need this drug, then that's what your mind's going to believe. All right? That's what you're going to think because it's ingrained, but it's not true, right? You can free yourself from this as long as you free yourself from all these toxic people, because if you're going to hang around with drug users, that's all you're going to be. That's all you're going to do. You're only as good as the people that you are around, right? And if that means that you got to be alone because you cannot find anyone that matches your caliber of good health, happiness, and moving forward triumphantly, then, you're going to still stay stuck in that circle, that never-ending circle of toxicity and, strife. So let's go ahead and see what's here in this story. We have the Magician. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Fool. We have the Star. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Two of Swords. Wow. Very intense what we have here. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Magician again. Well, that was in another pile. My bad. We have the Star. We have the Two of Pentacles. The Six of Cups. And Justice. Wow. And you know what? Okay, well, let me tell you first. We have the Magician, the Fool. Actually, no, we have the Magician twice. You see? Wow. Okay, somebody wants to manifest something really, really bad. They're having hope, all right? But there's going to be justice here, right? We have the Star card twice. We have the Magician card twice. Lots of hope, and this is with somebody from the past. Okay, if you chose pile number 3, you really are thinking about somebody of the past. Now, this person, you see them as hopes and dreams. You're trying to manifest this person in. All right? Are sexual addictions affecting your life? There is a possibility that this person ended it with you because of these sexual addictions, drug addictions, whatever, right? This person ended it with you because why? You thought that drugs and sex were more important than this person. And this person was like, well, shit, if you believe that, then go ahead and have those things that you want, those drugs and that sexual addiction, and leave me alone. So they may have put an end to a situation with you. So let's start from the beginning and find out what's going on here. Okay. So we're starting out here with the Magician. And you are trying to manifest, you or somebody is trying to manifest a past relationship, a past person, somebody that you were with in the past. And you definitely want to take a leap of faith with that person from the past. You are going to where you see that little doggy holding a stick in its mouth. You are going to offer that little stick. And usually with dogs, and they chase after sticks, that's their prized possession, right? Or a ball, whatever. This one happens to be a stick. Maybe likes to go and chase a stick, and that is their favorite thing. So this person is coming to offer you something near and dear. It could be their emotions. You're trying to manifest something to happen again. And they have a lot of hope in this. But at the present time, they're all stuck in their head. They've built their own mental prison. They feel bound to this. It could involve drugs, because it's really hard to break the habit of drugs. But, you know, that's what some people think. All right. When I was a smoker, and well, I still am, but that's probably why I'm coughing all the time. But when I got pregnant, like over 20 years ago, once I found out I was pregnant, I quit smoking, and I was a smoker. But I had no problem stopping smoking then and there, that day that I found out, because just the thought of having something growing inside me just made me think like, oh my God, I am responsible for this person's entire life right now. And I want this person to be healthy and happy, good health, all toes, all fingers, everything. So I stopped smoking that day, and it was not even a problem. It was like nothing. So this is how I know personally it's all mental. It's all mental. You have it in your head somewhere that you need this drug, or you need this sex, you need something, but you really don't. You just think you do. How do you think these monks and all these people, they go into their monasteries, they don't have sex for years, like years, okay? And they're fine. They're still alive, right? Because it's not necessary. Sex and drugs is not the epitome of life. Finding happiness, security, loyalty, stuff like that, that's important. Knowing that someone has your back at all times, someone loves you for you, no matter what you look like, no matter what you do, you know, well, except for the drugs, of course, but they love you for you, not for what you have, not what you can, you know, no sexual position that you can do. Who cares about all that crap? They love you for you because of you, who's inside, who's in the heart, you know? So this person is feeling stuck because they want to make a choice. They got to make a choice. Because they are worried that whatever they're trying to manifesting, it might be slipping through their fingers. And then they're wanting to bring some sort of fight here. They're going to want to fight for this. They're going to want to defend themselves and let you know, like, hey, this is what happened. They're really super, super, super trying to manifest the past back. Okay, 2 Magician cards here, 2 Six of Cups cards here, 2 Star cards here. They're really hoping for this to happen. Now we have the 2 of Pentacles here, and, you know, somebody might be juggling, all right? Somebody might be juggling 2 situations. So the person who's trying to manifest you back may be married if you're single. Or if the tables are turned, the person you're trying to manifest is married and you are single. You're married, they're married, swap it, whichever, you know, resonates best. Somebody is definitely juggling something, and that's why somebody's feeling trapped. They could be feeling trapped and bound in their head about a situation, can't sleep at night, can't do things, feeling stuck, because maybe they're in a marriage or in a relationship of some sort, right? And this could be also with another person from their past. It's either that, or they're worried about a person from their past and they're wanting to have justice with that person, but they're worried about juggling. Somebody else has a mate or relationship going on. Or what else do I see here? Somebody might not be able to move forward because they are stuck in a location. Maybe they're bound to their addictions. Yeah, that's what I see so far, okay? If I see anything else, I'll let you know. But this person is going to have to make a choice. And somebody will definitely have justice in this situation. It might be this person of the past, one of these people of the past, because there might have been two people in the past. That's not entirely impossible, okay? Somebody may have been juggling two people from the past and possibly made the wrong choice first time around because that choice was toxic, involved a lot of drugs, alcohol, partying, things like that. And this person maybe is tired of all that. They want to do something serious, like have a real family and have a real life. But they're feeling stuck here. Could be because of addictions, sexual and drug addictions. And they're going to have to make a choice here. They could be going through some sort of legal system too, where the legal system says, look, if you're not going to stop doing your drugs or whatever, you're just going to go get put away. Or so you're going to decide to just move and let justice take control, and you're just going to go to rehab, or you're going to take care of your addictions, one or the other. Something like that's going to happen. Either you're going to make the choice or somebody's going to make it for you. All right? Strength and introspection. That's what the bear is. So maybe, just maybe, you are going to just realize that this is all in your head, that you don't need this drugs, you don't need this sexual addiction. Maybe you're comfortable just having one mate and being happy with that one person. Maybe you want to feel something real, and that's why you're going to stop doing the drugs. Because maybe you realize that these drugs do intensify your emotions for having sex or whatever. Maybe you realize that, and that's why you can't make the right choice, because you're high on drugs all the time every time you meet somebody. Maybe it's all based on drugs. You go online, you meet these people. Oh, do you party? Oh, yeah, I party. And then you go party together, and then boom, pregnancy. Oops, sorry. Maybe I gotta get married. That's what my family wants. Not mine personally, but I'm just saying. But yeah, maybe that's what's happened here. Like, people just don't go out somewhere and actually meet somebody, have a conversation face to face, and have relationships that way anymore. Nobody does that anymore. But I will say, if that does happen to you, that means that the universe brought you together for a reason. If you happen to meet somebody out and about on your own, without going online, talking about drugs, whatever, and you just happen to meet, laundromat, grocery store, church, activity, whatever, if you meet somebody out and about like that, that is the divine bringing somebody into you. Bringing your mate into you, bringing that person that you were meant to be with into you by chance. So maybe you've met somebody like this. Could be this person from the past. And you mistook them for all those other people that you've been talking to online, meeting through drug use, sexual activities, whatever. Maybe you thinking that this was that kind of person. And it wasn't. Was it? Maybe you figure that out. That this person is different because they're not like that. They're not drug addicts. They're not sex addicts. They're somebody that the divine brought into me. So, if this sounds like your story, then I will go ahead and see you at the end, and we'll find out what the universe has for advice for you in this situation. Okay, we made it to the end here. Today's question: are sexual addictions affecting my life? Sexual addictions. Everybody is so fixated on sex nowadays. Everywhere you go, social media, somebody's always posting something about something in regards to sex. Right? Is there anything better to talk about? Not for these people. People don't want to talk about intelligent things anymore. They want to talk about sex and how they have it, where they do it, when they do it, how many times they do it. I don't know about you, but if I see that somebody's just doing it too much, that's not very attractive to me at all. Not at all. But when somebody starts talking about, you know, having a good relationship, being loyal to your partner, loyalty, faith, all this good stuff, that's what I'm attracted to. Somebody who believes in the institution of marriage, real union. Finding that one special person who's going to be there for them for the rest of their life. That person who they know when they leave the house, the other person is not doing anything bad. What they're doing is they're doing their daily things and waiting for their partner to come home. Why? Because they love their partner. They want to stay with their partner. They want to be around that person. And then also, if the person leaves and goes to work, they know that this person is not going off on their lunch break and meeting up with who knows who. Because, you know, they know that this person's loyal, or they have that trust and faith in this person. This is what a relationship should be all about. Having that trust and faith, knowing that whoever they're with, they don't have to worry about them cheating, because they just know. They just know. They just know that that person loves them, that that person is there for only them. And if somebody makes a pass at a partner or something, a partner says, you know what, I'm flattered, but I'm already taken, and I love the person I'm with very much. That's the perfect relationship, you know? Or even before a conversation gets started with an outside person, oh yeah, my husband this, or my boyfriend that, mentioning their partner, just so you can put it out there that I'm taken, and that I love that person, and that person is my world, right? You ever notice, like, when sometimes you meet somebody and they're like, oh yeah, me and my boyfriend do this, me and my boyfriend do that, or me and my girlfriend, oh yeah, my girlfriend this, my girlfriend that. Why? Because they're putting it out there that they love somebody, and that's their person. No one can take that person from them, because they love them, and they even bring their partner into conversations that their partner is not even around, because that is their life. That partner is their life. So let's go ahead and find out, because these cards are pre-shuffled, but, you know, of course I'm going to do it one more time. We're going to find out what the universe says about the situation in regards to our sexual addictions affecting my life, and what you need to surrender if they are affecting your life, what you need to surrender in order to move forward, you know, without this energy, this just toxic, disgusting energy. Straight up disgusting, okay? Disgusting. All right. I mean, sex is not disgusting, but when you use it in a toxic way like that, just sleeping around and doing orgies, oh God, you guys. Nobody thinks about their health anymore. They just want to spread their diseases to everyone and their mothers, right? So, I'm kind of feeling somewhere here. Let's go ahead and find out now what Buddha has to say about all this. What kind of wisdom, Buddha, do you have for the viewer in regards to our sexual addictions affecting my life? What great wisdom, Buddha, do you have for the viewer? Okay. There you have it. And of course I have the Buddha Wisdom Shakti Power book, because you all know I'm going to read from it. Okay, it's a beautiful book. So let's see what the universe wants you to surrender in order to help you to get past this issue of sexual addictions that are affecting your life. There, oh my God, you guys, I just got the chills. I can't, you know, I can't do this. Surrender to setting limits. So if you're a person who meets somebody and they want to hook it up with you, you know, put that hand up. Wait a minute. I have limits. I have limits. I will not be with anybody who is in the dating mode, all right? If you're out dating people here and there, having sex with who knows who, that's part of one of my limits. I don't deal with people like that. Somebody might be setting limits now. Or you're being asked to set limits. Have more respect for yourself, for your body, for your temple. Okay? I don't want to sleep around because I am looking for the one. And if someone likes me and they want to get to know me and they will still be there even though I'm not having sex or doing anything with them, that's a quality person. That's a person that's like, you know what, I met somebody, okay, she doesn't want to get intimate yet, but I think she's worth it and I'm going to court her. Now, for those of you who don't know what courting means, that means going out, going on dates, taking hikes, going to the beach, just going places so you can get to know each other verbally, right? Instead of physically. Talking about things, sharing your likes and your dislikes, things like that. That's how a healthy relationship starts. Coming in and starting from the very, very, very beginning, which is friendship. Right? Let's see what it says. I've never gotten this card. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships, practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. So if somebody tries to come into your life and you meet up with them, maybe you go somewhere and then they start throwing all these sexual innuendos at you, you know, say something like, wait a minute, you ain't got nothing better to talk about? I don't care what you can do in bed. How can you fulfill me emotionally? You know, how can you fulfill me without the sex? Because remember, we all grow old and sometimes our parts don't work anymore. Right? And when that time comes, if you've been being a player the whole time and then your parts don't work anymore, you're never, you know, you may never find anybody. Because they'll be like, oh, your parts don't work, okay, then nice knowing you. But if you meet somebody and you grow old with them, they're not going to care if your parts don't work anymore because they love you either way. Because sex is not the focus of a relationship. Right? So your parts don't work anymore. It doesn't matter because I love you anyways and I want you with me always. And that's such a beautiful thing. You know, I mean, you see people get married, like women that marry men, and they're like in wheelchairs, and they're from the waist down, nothing works. But they don't care because they love that person. That's true love right there. So, yeah, no is a complete sentence. Don't be afraid to use that word. That is a very special, very strong word. Use it. Right? I'm not saying that, okay, you're setting your limits, you're never going to have, because, you know, once this person realizes, wow, this person put in the work for me. This person took me out, got to know me. We have a lot in common. We did our fun things together, go hiking, going to theme parks, whatever you guys do. You can trust that once that person gets to know you and you get to know them, the sex will be amazing. Because when you have sex with a person you actually love, it's like fireworks. It's like that kundalini sex, you know, that intense sex, that sex that you can't even explain why it's so perfect. You know why it's perfect? Because it's love. Because you have fallen in love with somebody. You have fallen in love with your best friend, with the person you know everything about, the person that you enjoy their company, even if you're doing nothing. Even if you're doing separate things in separate rooms, you know that person's there. You're just happy that they're in there, in the house somewhere. You know? That's beautiful. So let's find out what Buddha has to say, because, I mean, that card, you know, damn. Very powerful card. All right, so we have the number 19 card, 1,000 Armed Avalokitesvara. I've had this card before because I remember that word. He who looks compassionately upon the earth. Quiet compassion is sometimes the best course. Okay, I just got a thought from this now. So there could be, there could be people around or somebody coming towards you, and they could be guilting you into sex, guilting you, like, oh, but why not? We did it before. Whatever. Well, maybe you're setting boundaries now because this person had a sexual addiction and you know it, and you don't want to be involved with this person because you know that there's no real emotion or feeling there. Maybe there is, maybe there's not. But because you know their background, you're not going to go for it. You know that they sleep around. You know that they're just big old philanderers. And maybe you don't want to be with that person because you don't like that energy. And if somebody feels that drugs are more important than you, it's probably one of your boundaries. If you want to be involved in drugs and you want to be a drug addict, then have at it. But you're not going to have me. Right? This person may be having sex with pity, having pity sex. Right? Feeling like, okay, well, I've had sex with this person before and they want it real bad now, so I'm just going to give it to them. That's pity sex. All right, feeling bad for a person because they don't get it, or because they're right there, they're ready to go, and you're just like, you just came over to say hi or borrow a wrench or something, and they're like in bed already waiting for you. That's like pity sex if you go and do it. You could actually say, actually I came to borrow a wrench and that's all I came for. No thank you. Maybe you're having compassion for these people who aren't getting it and they are waiting for you to come along. No, 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 no. Have some respect for your body, for yourself, for your temple. Let's read what this says, okay? Maybe you got 1,000 people around that want to just hook it up with you all the time and you don't know how to say no. That would suck. That would suck balls. Okay, let's keep going here. All right, so 1,000 armed Avalokitesvara. Okay, he who looks compassionately upon the earth. Okay, Avalokitesvara made a vow to relieve suffering and help each others reach enlightenment. He worked for eons, but found that he hadn't helped others at all. In his despair and with a deep desire to complete his vow, his arms shattered into 1,000 arms, giving him the ability to help many more people. Each palm has an eye on it, so he can see everywhere, into every corner of humankind's homes, hearts, and find out where he is needed. That is where he gets his name, which means one who looks down. His head shattered into 11 heads, each one versed in a different form of compassion and ability. They represent the fact that he has mastered all 10 stages of a bodhisattva, each phase dominated by a particular attitude. Each of these phases are loving, or 3 of the faces are loving, 3 are peaceful, and 4 are fierce. Sometimes help isn't delivered with a smile, and sometimes it knows that its gifts are only received through fierce action. His form is bizarre, and his snarling faces confuse us. His images as a whole shows that form and sometimes lifestyle range out of the norm when a human being makes a leap into enlightenment. In India, he is Padmapani, or Lokesvara. Avalokitesvara mantra is Om Mani Padme Hum. He is the patron and guardian of the Tibetan people, who calls him Chenrezi. He holds to his heart the wish-fulfilling gem of the bodhicitta, the desire to grow spiritually. Avalokitesvara's dilemma at feeling like he wasn't helping others is a window into the idea that we, as a small, humble individuals, can do very little to change the world. He somehow have to transcend the idea of a limited existence to really become a helper of humanity. So that's pretty deep. You know, this person wanted to help all kinds of other people, but he didn't feel like he was helping at all. Maybe you know somebody that you're trying to help and you're not really helping at all because maybe they don't want to change. Maybe they don't feel that their life is important enough to change. Or maybe they've been led to believe that they are useless and that their lives mean nothing and they're never going to amount to anything. Maybe you've even tried to show this person that they do mean something and they are important, but they just don't see it. And this could be from a toxic circle, toxic groups of people, possibly people giving them drugs, having sex with them, luring them into their devil energy. And maybe this person gives in because they guilt them in. Maybe they beg them to have sex with them. Maybe they beg for the drug, whatever. You know? But, you know, you don't need to help the world by giving in like that. Giving in by sacrificing your temple, your body. Just because you have sex with somebody does not mean that you're helping them. If anything, you're hindering them. Because it's all based on, you know, something that's not real, it's fake. You know? There's no love there. It's just like an outside thing, you know? It's not even, there's no real emotions, no realness in that situation. If you want to help people around you, you probably help them better if you say no. When they ask you why, say, because I'm not here to make you happy through sex. Isn't my friendship good enough? Or do I have to have sex in order to please you? Maybe the person that you're thinking about is having sex because they need the drug. Maybe they're having drugs with somebody because they need the drug, and the way they can get that is through sex. Okay, that's a possibility too. You know, people, it's time to get off the drugs. It's time to, you know, go for something real instead of living in this dream world. The drugs are killing our societies and they're killing our relationships, and children are being born without love. Is that what we want? Not me. That's why I stay celibate until I find that one person that's going to want to take the time out and court me. Worst comes to worst, I'd get a dog. You know what I mean? I'll get a dog. Because a dog will love me unconditionally. So the sex part ain't there, but you know what? That'll fade, maybe, you know, because you see these Buddhist monks doing it all the time. They don't need it. I don't need it. What I need is I need a best friend. This is how we should all think. We should all want to get involved and be linked up with our best friend. So we can tell them all of our secrets, trust them, loyalty, everything. Got my back, got your back, whatever. You know? Anyways. Yeah, that's what I have for you guys today. For the healing energy sessions, the question was, are sexual addictions affecting my life? I'd like to think that in all these piles, yes, they are. Somehow, some way or another. It's time to say no, people. Not just to random acts of sex, but also to drugs. Drugs that are not of the earth, you know. Chemical drugs. Very, very, very poor things to do is those chemical drugs. Not good for you. Whether it be pills or, you know, meth, heroin, whatever, stuff like that, you know. Anything from the earth is good. Homeopathic. Anything that God grows from this earth is good. Take that how you will. Okay? So, my name is Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. And, oh yeah, just to let you guys know, because I didn't add this in the whole video because I was so in so deep with this, I would like to say that whatever I say here is not set in stone. You know, I am not the answer to everyone's question. You're the person that needs to find your own answers. You're the one that needs to make yourself want to change. So I'm not here to try and force anyone to do anything they don't want to. Okay? I'm just here to tell you my take on things, and hopefully that will guide you to go out and find some more answers for yourself, right? And how you can heal yourself, because the only person that can heal you, not me, not the neighbor, not your mother, not your father, not your children, no one, the only person that can help you with healing is yourself. You need to go within, do some meditations, whatever you need to do to find out the truth of yourself and your own life. That's the direction you need to take. Okay? All right, that's all I have for you guys for today. My name is Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot, and I will definitely speak to you next time.